Hello world and welcome to Ear to the Streets. In today's video, we're going to be looking at mysterious creatures that are possibly from another planet. Let's get started.
The deep sea is a very extreme environment, and it means that deep sea species often look a bit weird compared to shallow water relatives. Here are some of the weirdest animals in the deep sea. Firstly, one of the most famous weird deep sea animals, the blobfish, doesn't actually look that weird. One of the ways the deep sea environment is extreme is the high pressure. So shallow water fish have swim bladders for buoyancy, but high pressures compressing this would make it useless. So the deepest deep sea fish instead have jelly-like flesh that is lighter than water. And this is why the blobfish looks so weird when we bring it to the surface. It actually looks like a normal fish when it's in the deep sea. Snailfishes are a group of fish found all the way from shallow waters into the deep sea. In fact, the very deepest fish may be the Mariana snailfish, found at 8,178 meters in the Mariana Trench, though very recently an unknown snailfish was found at 8,336 meters in a different trench. And the deepest snailfishes are so jelly-like that if we brought them up to the surface, they would melt. The deepest octopuses are the Dumbo octopuses, a group of serrata octopus. So there are two types of octopus, inserrata and serrata.
This is what I mean. What is this? Because they said that the DNA from octopuses aren't from anything else or like anything else on Earth.
Serrata typically live in the deep sea, and the high pressure means they can't move by jet propulsion like the typically shallow water inserrata, and so they have two little fins on their head which they use to move. Another way the deep sea environment is extreme is the lack of sunlight. So many deep sea animals have evolved large eyes to absorb as much light as possible, like the vampire squid has the largest eyes of any animal proportional to its body size. This isn't actually a squid, it's the only species that is in between a squid and an octopus. Some deep sea fish with large eyes are the grenadiers, the hatchetfish, and the tube-eye fish. And the barrel eyes are a family of deep sea fish that, as well as having large tube eyes, have a transparent dome.
This fish has a transparent head.
Shaped head that helps them to absorb even more light. The lack of light is also why so many deep sea creatures are transparent. They don't need pigment to protect them from UV damage, and so you get animals like the glass octopus, glass squids, and sea angels. Since the lack of sunlight in the deep sea means photosynthesis doesn't occur, another way the deep sea environment is extreme is the lack of food. Many deep sea animals rely on eating dead plants, animals, and animal waste that falls from shallower waters. The vampire squid has two long filaments that are covered in mucus to collect any tiny food particles that may float past. And the big fin squid may use its long tentacles that are 20 times the length of its body to feed in a similar way. Though you don't get photosynthesis in the deep sea, at hydrothermal vents you can find giant 2-meter worms with no mouth or digestive tract who have a sac of symbiotic bacteria that carry out chemosynthesis for them. Another strategy is to be able to eat bigger prey so that you can eat whatever prey you come across. The gulper eel can inflate its mouth like a balloon to be able to swallow prey much bigger than itself. The black swallower also uses this strategy. Its balloon-like stomach means it can swallow prey up to 4 times bigger than itself. But just because you can doesn't always mean you should. If they swallow prey that is too big, then decomposition sets in before they finish digesting it, and this releases gases that force them all the way up to the surface. In fact, this is how most specimens were collected. The fangtooth has the largest teeth of any fish proportional to its body size, again so that it can catch bigger prey. And despite looking so scary, it's only about 18 centimeters or 7 inches, and also looks much cuter as a juvenile. The viperfish also has large teeth for the same purpose, and the stoplight loose jaw has a hinged jaw, again so that it can catch bigger prey. The hairy anglerfish has a stomach that expands, so again it can swallow prey bigger than itself, and it's also covered in antennae which enable it to detect the movement of prey nearby. But the main strategy of anglerfish to deal with the lack of food is a lure to attract prey. This lure is found in shallow water anglerfish like frogfish, but in the deep sea species it glows because of a sac of bioluminescent bacteria. The whip-nose anglerfish has a particularly long lure, coffinfish have very short lures, and the illuminated net devil and football anglerfish have very fancy lures. And the barbell drag...
Like, how do you have a lure of bioluminescent bacteria? Like, how did you collect that?
Fish is another species that uses a bioluminescent lure to attract prey. Another way the deep sea environment is extreme is that it is sparsely populated. So not only can it be rare to come across food in the deep sea, it can also be rare to come across a member of the same species to mate with. So the anglerfish I just showed you were females, and her lure can also be used to attract males, along with her smell. Male anglerfish are much smaller, and they basically fuse to the female, becoming a parasite that provides her with sperm. And the black dragonfish is another deep sea fish where the male's sole purpose is reproduction. So there are lots of weird deep sea animals, especially lots of weird deep sea fish. But we have to remember that looking this way has enabled them to live in a very extreme environment, and that they only look weird to us, where we see squashed things with weird body parts and big scary teeth. To each other, when they're in the deep sea, they're normal shaped, beautiful things that glow and drift and smell nice. And if you put a human down in their extreme environment, well, we would look very weird.
I see possible aliens that when meteorites hit the Earth and fell into the oceans, you got this.
Did you know there's a species of jellyfish that never dies? How? Turritopsis dorni, don't know if I said that right, aka the immortal jellyfish, is known to be able to revert back into its adolescent state after going through adulthood, making it basically eternal. It's the only species known to never die.
So it gets old and then goes back to being young,
Yeah.
and then gets old again?
Yep.
Jellyfish are aliens.
What are you?
What is
It's
that?
like a, huh.
Oh, it's a
It's
fish.
defensive.
It's in the water column, isn't
That's
that
a
what it is?
fish?
What?
What?
What
Wow.
it looks like to me.
Is it engorged or is it like that?
Is it mad?
Yeah.
Touch
Is
it.
it just...
Look. Oh my god.
Look at
Oh
that.
Wow.
my goodness.
Look at his
Oh
little
my
face.
god.
It's kind of like googly eyes.
I think he ate too much.
Yeah.
He's full.
Wow.
Wow.
We really ticked him off.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's going
Wow.
for self-defense.
Are,
Whoa, what?
What?
are those like the gill arches? The gill?
Some kind of
What is
whoa.
Wow. It just got so big.
It's all bladder.
Oh my god.
That's his defense. Like, let me
Oh,
blow
yeah.
up so I can show him how
Oh
big I
my
am.
God.
Incredible.
Wow.
Yep, he's doing the shake.
What's a blow?
Oh my God.
Is that a gulper eel then?
Wow.
So, yeah. That is crazy.
That was awesome.
That was
awesome. What a way to end the watch, right?
Yeah, exactly.
¡Hostia! ¿Qué es lo que es eso? Pero esto no es normal, ¿eh? ¿Pero qué coño, qué carajo pasa aquí? ¡Me cago en Diola! ¿Pero qué carajo está pasando aquí? ¡Hostia! ¡Vamos la hostia! ¡Me cago en Diola! ¡Para la máquina! ¡Para la máquina! ¿Qué carajo pasa?
Aliens are living in our oceans. At least that's what Congress heard during a recent hearing on unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAPs, on Wednesday.
We know that there are objects or phenomena observed in our airspace, as our witnesses will testify, and also possibly in our oceans. In many cases, we don't know what they are.
Former military and NASA officials testified, led by South Carolina Congresswoman Nancy Mace. Witnesses reported seeing orbs in groups of unidentified vessels off the U.S. East Coast, some coming into close contact with military ships. In one instance, a retired U.S. Navy Rear Admiral claimed there was a near mid-air collision while an aircraft carrier was operating off the East Coast.
The text of the email was brief but alarming, with words to the effect, "If any of you know what these are, tell me ASAP. We are having multiple near mid-air collisions."
So what do you think? Have you ever had any encounters with aliens?
This starfish looks like it's from another planet. The basket starfish unfolds like a nightmare. Its arms split and twist to trap prey in the dark. It's not just weird, it's ancient and silent. Alien vibes, 100%.
Starfish don't have a brain, yet they're far from helpless. Instead of a central brain, they use a nerve ring around their body to control movement, senses, and even hunting. They can pry open shells, digest food externally, and regenerate lost arms. Sometimes even an entire new starfish from a single limb. It's a reminder that nature doesn't need a brain to create some of the most remarkable survival strategies in the ocean.
You received intelligence
that suggests that there are perhaps deep water alien bases right now sitting on the ocean floor on this planet. Is that accurate?
I would say that's pretty accurate.
Can you go into more detail? How long have they been here? Where are they?
Well, I'm extrapolating all this with my East Tennessee vernacular. So we got five or six deep water areas of our oceans. We actually know more about the surface of the moon than we do about these areas. And these are areas where we have a high frequency of UFO or UAP sightings. We've had naval folks told me pretty high up that they've actually tracked these things. Now, we have stuff that can go underwater probably 30 to 40 miles an hour, maybe something a little faster that the Chinese haven't stole from us yet. And we've tracked things big as a football field going 200 miles an hour. Now, I realize in the water you extrapolate that to knots and all that, but just for good old East Tennessee common sense, 200 miles an hour, something the size of a football field, and we don't know what it is. And these are in these areas, so yeah, there's something going on there. And whether it's something that's been here for millennial or whatever, and I'm not afraid of it. I'm like Dr. Loeb. I love to study this kind of stuff. It's the scientific material there he's the one that just disclosed some things that were found that were extraterrestrial.
If this isn't nightmare fuel for you, I really don't know what is. Also known as the Magna Pina, this squid is extremely rare. There have only been a handful of sightings by scientists using ROVs, but no physical specimen has ever been found. But what makes these creatures so unique compared to other squid species is that all 10 of their appendages dangle below its body, and we don't even know which is which. One of the most striking features of the big fin squid is its elbow-like appearance of the tentacles, which bend at a right angle, giving them this extremely eerie and unusual look compared to any other cephalopod. Exactly how they use these arms and tentacles is unknown, but we do know
almost looks like a puppet master, right? Like a low.
That these appendages are more than 20 feet long and have tiny suckers on them. Scientists think it's likely that they use them to trap prey that bump into them as they hang in the water below, or even cooler.
What is this?
Oh my life.
That is something different.
Right out of a movie. So much cooler than an octopus.
Looks like a hybrid organism of some kind.
Oh, I just grabbed something.
Chimera. Is that a squid?
Yeah.
That's a squid. That's a big fin
it
squid.
It is a big fin squid. Way cooler than an octopus.
Oh, man.
Way cooler.
It's a big pinner. He's rare. Everyone's going crazy in the comment section.
Wow.
These are very uncommon. Big fin squid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is hot stuff. Where are those things going?
Wow.
It's fin things. They're so big.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to do a little tighter?
Yeah.
Or I'll just go a little closer.
I would try a little tighter.
Up to you, Ed.
I just went in a little bit. I'm going in gentle as we get closer.
Just talk to me as you do it so I don't overcompensate.
I'm 50% zoom right now.
Got it. Maybe a little tighter?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. There's 61. Going in some more. Holding there. It's 66.
I'm checking.
I think it's outpacing us. Do I put it as a 4?
Oh no, that's a 5.
That's a 5.
You're not seeing my camera work here? Come on.
No.
Yeah.
Whoa. Wow.
Wait. And I'm going to let him go.
Yeah.
This thing, they're calling it the Jellyfish UFO. And it was a video taken by the U.S. military intelligence in Iraq. They were tracking this thing, and they could only see it with a thermal camera. But this drone that was tracking it, they had the capability of locking in on a tire of a car from 27 miles away. But this giant thing that was floating, they said they literally couldn't lock onto it.
Oh, wow.
But it kept on going like white, black, like it was getting hot and cold. And then he said it went out over the water, dove into the water.
Oh my gosh.
Was under the water for 17 minutes, came out of the water, then shot off in the blink of an eye at a 45-degree angle. They said that they had these hanging arms at the bottom. It looked as it appeared to have scales on it, but they're almost like armored scales. But then something appeared in California, but it looked super similar.
Identical.
Jeez, man. What is that? Does that not look like 6 wings, 2 of which cover the feet?
Dude, it does.
I'm in debilitating fear right now.
And what is this? If you know what this is, leave that in the comments, because what is this? And what is that for exactly? And what is this?
This is legit military footage of aliens right here. Look at it though. What the is that? They're calling it the Jellyfish UAP. It dead looks like tentacles.
Let me see.
This is flying around, and this is caught on military cameras.
Wait, when?
This says Afghanistan, leaked footage by Jeremy Corbell.
What?
It's like silver, round, and has tentacles. It's interesting since all of this news of UFOs and aliens coming from the sea.
UAP are real. Advanced technologies, not made by our government, are monitoring sensitive military installations around the globe. Furthermore, the U.S. is in possession of UAP technologies.
Tentacles, where do we see that? We don't see that in the air, bro.
Yeah.
We only see those type of creatures underwater. I did some digging. When do you think the first ever alien sighting would have been?
First?
They actually have the first ever reporting of an alien, or actually a UFO.
Have you heard this theory? Jellyfish might be immortal aliens? No, seriously. These creatures have no brain, no heart, and 95% of their body is water. Yet they have survived unchanged for over 500 million years, outlasting dinosaurs, ice ages, and even mass extinctions. Scientists have discovered one species, Turritopsis dorni, that can actually reverse its aging process. When injured or old, it reverts its cells back to a youthful state, essentially starting life over again. This is not just survival, this is biological time travel. But here is where it gets stranger. Jellyfish DNA contains unique genes not found in any other animal line on Earth. They don't fossilize well, meaning their true evolutionary history is hidden. And in 2016, researchers found mysterious proteins in jellyfish that don't match known origins. Some biologists quietly suggest panspermia again. That jellyfish, like octopuses, could be seeded life forms.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Their DNA is nothing like anything else on Earth. And maybe they came from meteorites or comets.
A design too perfect for survival to be coincidence. Think about it, creatures with no brain, no bones, no heart. Yet they are older than trees, older than mountains, and some scientists believe they might never die at all. Ancient texts even describe eternal beings of the sea. And in Christianity, Jesus himself spoke of eternal life hidden within creation. So ask yourself, why do dinosaurs no longer exist, but jellyfish still do? Maybe because they were never from here to begin with. And if that is true, what else in our oceans did not evolve here, but arrived here, and is still waiting to be discovered? Follow for more stories science struggles to explain, but nature keeps alive.
Hey guys, we found a scary looking spider octopus thingy crawling around on the beach. And when it entered the sea, whoa! This is a feather star.
I'm about to say, this is actually a real starfish. It's called a feather starfish. And when it's on land, it looks like an alien. And then in the water, it looks like swimming feathers.
To explain, but nature keeps alive.
Hey guys, we found a scary looking spider octopus thingy crawling around on the beach. And when it entered the sea, whoa! This is a feather star. Feather stars are echinoderms, aka the cousins of sea stars, but they move with their arms rather than having cube feet. Depending on the species, they can have anywhere between 10 to up to 200 legs. Feather stars are rather fragile, so please do not try to handle them and just appreciate their beauty from afar.
If you think octopuses are smart, wait till you meet their cousin, the cuttlefish, one of the ocean's sneakiest masters of disguise. This creature can change its color, pattern, and even texture instantly to match any background. Sand, rocks, coral, you name it. But here's the wild part. They do it using their skin cells, without even needing to see the color. Their skin has tiny pigment sacs called chromatophores, and with lightning-fast muscle control, they create complex patterns in milliseconds. They can hypnotize prey with pulsating color waves, making small fish freeze before the cuttlefish strikes with its tentacles. And that brain? Insanely advanced. Cuttlefish can solve puzzles, remember shapes, and even learn through observation, like little underwater geniuses. Oh, and they have W-shaped pupils that give them incredible depth perception, even in total darkness. Scientists say if aliens exist, they might look like this. Nature flexed hard with this one. Follow for more insane animal facts you won't believe.
This mysterious creature was just
I have no idea what that was. I couldn't even begin to tell you.
discovered in Japan's oceans, and scientists have no idea what it is. They've never seen it before. And people think it's an alien. And I couldn't agree more. What else could that be? Do you know that we haven't even explored 80% of Earth's?
What's interesting is it kind of looked like that squid that we saw, but this one doesn't move its fins the same.
Oceans. That's a goddamn alien right there. And yes, we have lack of evidence of real aliens. What do you call that? That's some evidence right there for you. And I'm not talking about the aliens from Independence Day that are from advanced civilizations that fly spaceships and dip into our waters. The ocean makes up 71% of Earth's surface. And did you know how often meteorites fall from the sky into our ocean? So much so that they can't even equate it to an actual percentage or number. Who's to say that this little guy didn't start off as a little tiny bug on a meteorite that fell from the sky and grew up in our oceans? An alien is an alien. If it's from outer space, it's a goddamn alien. But what do you guys think about this?
Well, that's today's video. If you like videos like this, then make sure you like the video, sub up, and leave a comment if you know what anything is. And as always, check out other videos if you want to keep deep diving. And thanks for watching.